You have entered the Chronics Rabbit Hole, an army Chronic kids. Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle, aka Chronic.
And I'm Alana, aka Wifey.
And we're so excited to get to the documentary of Jungkook, the main vocalist of BTS. This is from idasseries, and y'all were letting us know in the comments that this is some of the best documentary work on Jungkook, so we had to go dive into it. We're starting with the main vocalist because we always talk about how Jungkook is like the foundation of almost every BTS song that we listen to. So I think this one's going to do a really good explanation and synopsis to why.
Absolutely. And that's something that we recently noticed as well, because it started when we started seeing the color-coded lyric videos, when we're like, oh, look, it's Jungkook again. Oh, look, Jungkook is leading it again. So, like, this is really cool that the documentary is literally called Jungkook, the main vocalist of BTS, because we've really recently noticed just how prominent he really is. We knew he was prominent, but how prominent he truly is. I can't wait to get into this one.
This deep dive in his vocals now. Happy birthday, BTS. Did you know it was BTS's birthday today?
I didn't actually know.
Yeah, so back in June 13th, 2013 was when they had their official debut.
Happy birthday, BTS. That's amazing. June 13th, 2013. Wow, I can't believe that it's been, what, 12 years already.
Yeah, 12 years already.
Insane.
So that's pretty cool. And this also is the updated version. I think her last one got blocked or something, so why not make an updated version for people like us? And we thank them for doing that. So here we go.
Here we go. Jungkook.
At 13. Nice, you had a good 2 years training?
데뷔하고 나서 보니까 메인 보컬로 나왔는데 다른 팀들 메인 보컬이라는 사람들은 진짜 노래 너무 잘 부르고 춤도 잘 추고 멋지고 잘생기고.
You're handsome and cool, don't worry.
난 뭐지?
Imposter syndrome.
메인 보컬로 있는 게 맞나?
Big role.
함께 울고 이 단순한 감정들이 내겐 전부였나 봐. 언제쯤을 깨닫지 그때 마주한다면 눈을 보고 말할래요. 보고 싶었어요. 보냈지만 모든 게 다 멈췄지만 고장나버린 시계가 다시 움직일 거라고
Oh.
Wow.
That control.
가 빠지면 되게 데미지가
It's a lot of damage, no Jungkook.
그렇지만 정국이는 어쨌든 역할 메인 보컬을 담당하고 있고 퍼포먼스적으로도 본인이 센터에서 굉장히 중요한 축을 담당하는 파트가 굉장히 많은 친구거든요. 정국이가 빠지면
the vocal lines he can put out is just
no
incredible.
Replacement.
And what's so interesting is when we were watching the Rise of Bangtan, they were like training their vocals in America there, and V was standing out to some of the people more on an instant rawness, and Jungkook wasn't standing out as much to some of the people who were like training them. But to think what he really became for BTS fully, I think that just also shows his hard work too.
Absolutely. Like, look at how much we were just watching him practice there, and
exactly right.
Right. So there's so much hard work. There's so much fighting that that's going on for him. That, like, even at the very beginning, that imposter syndrome that he's speaking about. He's like, well, the other singers, they're such good singers. They're so cool and handsome, right? Forgetting about who he is and like
so
what he brings to the table. And so young coming in.
Yeah.
It really does. It is an imposter syndrome.
Yeah, no kidding. Beautiful voice.
Beautiful.
정국이가 빠지면 대체가 안 된단 말이에요.
Nice. nice.
정말로 시영님이
와우.
예산을 가지고 와 주셔서 제 가능성이 있을 만한 연습생 한 명만 너가 데리고 갔다 와. 그래서 고민을 하다가 제가 정국 씨를
Wow, there you go.
정국님이랑 같이
네.
하신 거예요? 와.
백팩 메고 이제 같이 이제 쫓아다니면서 댄스 스튜디오 다니고 정국 씨가 이제 선례가 너무 좋았기 때문에 모든 연습생들은 이제는 다 가요. 하이브의 트레이닝의 이제 문화가 됐죠.
Wow.
Wow.
We were just talking about that. That's a good part. Oh! On a bridge?
정국이는요.
I love when it
이렇게
does that.
소개해주는 거.
네, 여태 이제 저도 이제 외부 작업도 많이 하고 많은 뮤지션들이랑 이야기도 많이 해보고 하는데 제가 여태 본 뮤지션 중에 가장 재능있는
와우.
동료들한테 항상 똑같이 이야기를 하거든요. 이 친구만큼 재능 있는 친구 못 봤다고. 다들 수긍하시더라고요.
And they all agreed.
그냥
Take that.
네, 진짜
A
타고난 게
born
있어요.
vocalist, he
너 하면
truly is.
보컬이고.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that also, I know a lot of people will be like, no, he didn't need to practice to be really good because he's a born vocalist, and not shame on me, but yeah, he always was sounding incredible even when we first heard him in the
Well-
Rise of Bangtan at the early stages as well.
Absolutely. Like if he was picked to be the main vocalist at 13, 15,
Jeez.
right? So obviously he's a born vocalist. Obviously he has extreme talent, right? But then practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes permanent. And
For
the
sure.
way you practice is how it's going to be. So he is such a perfectionist as well. So I think there is that hard work as well as that born talent.
And you can see Suga, he does work with a lot of people, and he's being real when he's saying Suga doesn't just joke like that. He was
No, he
saying that
doesn't.
legit. He's one
He
of the
says real
talented people in the
things.
world. So it's pretty crazy.
Here's J-Hope.
보컬하면
타고난
네, 진짜 타고난 게
보컬리스트.
많은.
또 너 하면 보컬이고 또 보컬하면 또 너고. 예, 그래서 네가 생각하는 너의 장점은 뭐인 것 같아? 너의 보컬적인 부분.
그러니까 일단 발성이나 이런 전문적인 부분에서는 솔직히 아직도 많이 부족하다고 생각을 하고 있고.
So what he's lacking
근데
first.
그렇다고 해서 그러니까 발성을 지켜가면서 나의 색깔을 잃어버리고 싶지
Doesn't want to
않아요.
lose his character. I love that.
저는 어쨌든 이거는 제가 계속 보완해 나가야 될 문제긴 하지만 이제 저는 나의 색은 명확하다고 생각해요. 그리고
명확하지.
색은 명확하다고 생각하고 그리고 좀 다양한 색을 섞어서 쓸 수 있지 않나. 그러니까 곡 분위기에 맞춰서 뭔가 소화할 수 있는 거는 저는 어쨌든 제가 좀 가지고 있는 장점이라고 생각을 하고 있는 것 같아요. 막 전문적으로 내가 발성이 완벽하다는 건 절대로 아니지만 어쨌든 제가 보컬 레슨을 이제 연습생 때부터 지금까지 안 해본 건 아니지만 많이 안 했던 게 발성을 고치려고 하면 색깔이 한 번에
Interesting. I like that.
색깔이 무너져서 저는 이제 색깔을 지켜나가면서 이제 발성적인 부분을 계속해서 그냥 제 스스로 보완을 시키는 거지 이거를
I love
발성을
that.
잡고
Yeah,
제
that's
색깔로
like
하기에는 이게
very
사람이
introspective.
이제
I resonate with
버릇이
that.
되다 보면은 고치기가 너무 힘들어서 일부러
Try not to take lessons on
안 받으려고
purpose.
하고
Wow.
스스로 좀 더 시간을 투자해서 연습한 경우가 되게 많죠.
Practicing by himself.
That's probably why he sticks out then. If your fundamentals are your own fundamentals, but they ended up
Yeah.
working, then you're going to be the unorthodoxly incredible person that's going to stand out because you managed to get there in your own
Absolutely.
flavor and your own character as he describes
Because he
it.
doesn't want to lose his character. He doesn't want to lose his style or lose any of that by learning the traditional.
Yeah, maybe you can't sing as traditional if you're flying on that thing like in Euphoria, and you got to have the character
Yeah.
style like Jungkook to be able to perform that while singing.
Exactly.
That's like
Because
Michael
if you are
Jackson.
focusing on if you're focusing on the traditional foundations like breathing techniques and things like that, it's going to be a different breathing technique when you're riding on a freaking zip line over the
Exactly.
crowd while you're singing. Like two completely different styles. So you have to be a little unorthodox and a little unique in your own style that you've
Yes.
created to be able to pull off those feats of strength.
That's what makes it golden.
It's what makes you the golden magnet.
연습한 경우가 되게 많죠.
음악을 좋아하고 사랑하는 정국이에게 일단 그 엄청난 재능으로
Donating your talent.
다른 댄스고 방탄소년단에 기부를 해줘서 너무 고맙고 너 때문에 우리 그룹이 이렇게까지 올라올 수 있었던 것 같아. 너는
That's true.
누가 뭐래도 내가
Is that Suga again?
재능 있는 사람 중 가장 최고인 것 같으니.
BTS의 정국 같은
I don't know who was telling that though.
내가 만든 데모를 보통
But that was
이제
amazing.
Absolutely.
다른 팀들이나
Jimbo,
뭐
the
다른
producer.
가수들이랑 작업을 할 때 내 데모가 뭐 내가 최고 내가 무슨 엄청 어려운 그런 노래를 막 그런 건 아니지만 어떤 내 스타일이 있다 보니까 그거를 이렇게 한 80% 정도만 구현을 하는 경우가 많았는데 실제 음반에 나왔을 때
Technical producer here.
정국은 완전히 거의 모창처럼 다 캐치해가지고 하더라고 그걸. 그래서 되게 듣는
Because of that unorthodox style.
그 스킬이 되게 엄청나다고 생각을 했고 또 생각나는 건 그 정국의 그 보컬 그 표현력 그 캐치하는 거와 그걸 진짜 구현해내는 능력이.
What's up, man?
Because of that unorthodox style that we were talking about, how he practices on his own.
Yeah.
He's able to have that ear as well, so he naturally has such a good ear for the
He
tone
can
and the
improv better and
muse.
he's more malleable that
More
way.
malleable, can improv better.
Yeah.
But because he's practicing on his own, he's improving that skill to such an extreme compared to other artists.
Very true. He hasn't had to use an outside source to tell him if he's hitting it right or not. Like
No,
he's
he just
really
has
his
to.
own tone and all
He has
that.
to figure it out himself.
Yeah, yeah.
So that really shows how because he practices on his own and he's competing with himself, he's able to reach and strive to that extra 20% beyond what the regular 80% is.
Yeah, no kidding. His
So,
abstract thinking is very, very good.
Exactly, the abstract thinking. So that's really cool to hear what the producer was just saying there.
Jimbo.
되게 인상적이었고.
Really made an impression. Coldplay.
좋은 것 같아요.
Sounds very good.
JK is so impressive.
정국 씨 너무 잘한다.
정국아 너 너무 잘한대.
Thank you.
By the way, he's a low-key prodigy. He has perfect pitch and he can recall any note right on the spot, which I found very impressive.
이거 해놓으면은 안 보고 맞추는 거지.
오케이.
아 이거 절대인감 우리 중에 절대인감 있나?
없어. 정국이 아니야? 저는 음은 아는데 그거는 몰라요.
걔를 몰라?
걔 이름을 몰라요.
눈을 감은 채로 소리만 듣고.
뒤로 보고 있을게요.
Wow. Sounds with your eyes closed. Here we go. Oh yeah, Jungkook got this.
하겠습니다.
조금만 천천히 해주시면 감사하겠습니다.
정국.
완벽하게 쳤다. 이어서 해보세요.
주워 먹는 거다.
Wow.
Wow. That
The
was
xylophone
impressive.
master.
뭐 쳐야지. 침을 뺐어 진짜.
Wow, man.
Wow.
No wonder he can play guitar and drums too. Wait, what? It's almost every BTS song. The chorus, credit, and backing vocals. Holy!
Wow.
Jungkook. Wow.
Ashley's favorite.
I can see why it's a lot of people's favorites. That's impressive. Like, wow, actually. Oh, it's one of the best vocal lines here. he's everywhere.
Alright, so now we have these Jungkook backgrounds. Let me play this section going into this so you can hear kind of what these backgrounds are doing.
Oh wow.
So there's actually some really beautiful harmonies going on. Why don't I just quickly
He's
play
literally everywhere.
What these
He is
harmonies
everywhere.
are doing. So this first set of harmonies. Second one. All right, so third one.
Just in a little different tone, eh?
And the fourth one.
It's all Jungkook,
And together,
just
they glue
layered.
together and just sound beautiful.
Oh,
love that. Like
Yeah.
that is
That's insane.
incredible vocal production right there.
jeez. To think this guy is the main vocalist on the biggest band in the world, and to think how much he's actually in every single part of the song for like the background harmonies and the chorus lines and all this.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's mind blowing. And a lot of you were saying in our Jungkook reactions, like, I don't think you guys understand how much he really does. And this one really is showing us.
I didn't understand how much he really does. So like I knew he was singing a lot. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that we noticed how much more a part of the band, like how many more songs really started and ended with him because of the color-coded lyric videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I didn't realize how much involved he was with all the backtracking,
All the hidden
the
tracks.
hidden tracks,
Yeah.
all the layering, all the chorus moments. Like he really is in everything to an extreme that his voice is so ingrained in us that sometimes we take it for granted.
And he compliments the other boys so much, right? So
Absolutely,
he's
he
kind
does.
of the background a lot of the time to enhance
Yeah.
them, because you saw 6 of him together sounded beautiful. Here we go.
Sure
Hey.
did.
That's interesting. Okay. The guy track is usually just Jungkook.
메인만 따면 돼. 메인만 쭉 따고 나머지 코러스는 정국이 할 거니까 걱정하지 마시고.
Don't worry about anyone else. Jungkook got it. Nice. And Suga makes a lot of those decisions. I love that.
달려라 방탄 저 가이드 한 거 있거든요.
We saw this
그런
one.
것도 있어요. 그 가이드로 남준이 형 어디 있다대 뭐 이러면서.
Didn't we see that one? We saw that one.
Which one?
The documentary where that video that we just saw was from.
I'm
Where
not
he
sure.
said that he recorded a guide track for Run Deep BTS.
Maybe that was in the soup, like driving towards the campsite.
Yeah, because I think I commented that they were in the producer's car and the producer had kids because the car seats were still in the back.
Oh, maybe just for his camping vlog, then.
Yeah, his camping vlog.
I don't know.
Maybe they'll let us know.
Ooh, I like Suga's voice here. Nice.
Very cool.
It's such a fun song. Nice.
정국이 화음 한번 넣어줄래?
Very cool. So they asked for his opinion a lot.
When you're the best, you're used a lot. Nice, it worked.
Wow.
가사 기억 안 난다고 나한테 물어봤어. 정국 혹시 여기 기억나냐? Is it when it was inside just sing along to Elton John 다음 뭐였지? Into the feeling we just 이렇게 그렇게? 나도 괜찮은데? 자연스럽게
Nice.
Very cool.
He's good at ad-libs, isn't he?
누가 나를 발견시키는 거. 사실 정국 해도 돼.
You can do it.
He's like, yeah, I can.
항상 이렇게 하품하듯이 그 어디라고 해야 되나 혀맨 뒤에를 이렇게 내리고 노래를 하는 거야?
보컬적인 부분으로 저한테 되게 질문을 많이 던져요. 그냥
하품하듯이 내려가요.
Interesting.
이렇게 노래하는 거. 근데 이거는 좀
Good way to explain that.
좀 깔끔하게 노래 불러야지. 이걸 가지 있고.
God, self-taught, he can teach like this too?
되게 평소에 안 쓰고 있던 목소리를 도전해보게 돼서 되게 배우는 게 많았었던 것 같아요. 그래서
떼창이 재밌어, 떼창이.
네.
아, 맞아.
정국이한테도 많이 물어보고 하면서 되게 네 배움의 시간이 되지 않았나.
He's like, he did so good.
If a member is absent from a live performance, Jungkook would usually cover that member.
But the rap line too.
Wow.
Yes.
Covering for V.
See him covering for V is okay. We're so close. I'm gonna let this finish. It doesn't do all the justice because how could you do all the justice for all the credits he has? But why I think that is so incredible to end with him covering. Being a team player is always a big deal. That's why RM, your leader, is talking about how you couldn't even stay put without him.
Yeah.
Type of thing. But when you're able to cover Suga and RM's rap lines as well as a main vocalist, and that's traditionally not your main suit, but you're going up there and performing it with the same pizzazz as your boys do, that's just magical.
It is magical.
It really is, and it gives you just so much confidence.
It really does, because like it's crazy to think like him covering V makes more sense when you're thinking of the lyrical style or the vocal style that Jungkook has.
Yeah.
But then when you find out that he's also covering like Suga and RM for the rap styles, you don't really think of that right off the bat. But then as you say that, it makes me think about what we just saw in Festa, where it was J-Hope and
Jin
and J-Hope, and then how well Jin did at the rap, the kind of
when they had to say the lines very quickly.
And so thinking back on Jungkook there, like he's the youngest member, so he has all of these amazing guys who have really also they help each other, that he's absorbed from.
He's a sponge.
He's a sponge. He's taken in all this information.
Yeah, he
that
sure
like
has.
look at how quickly like Jin's able to read, for example, and then enunciate correctly, and that would have been something that would have been absorbed from him. How well Suga and RM, their rapping styles and the way that they teach and they sing, it would have been absorbed into him.
And he sure absorbed it
And
there.
and then also because he's his own teacher, he's taken the different things that all of these different members have taught him throughout his life, and he works on it because he's also, like they said, a low-key prodigy, able to...
Well, he's done the steps himself, but when he teaches, it's all his own effort. It's not something he learned from over here, right?
Yeah, exactly. So he really is such a unique creature.
Special.
He's so special.
Yeah, he really is a unique creature in this world, and I think this is really cool to like dive into his musical background and his like just his performances, because a lot of the times we get so not caught up but focused on the story, what the person's all about outside of the actual performance itself, because BTS is a band, y'all. Why are they this good? Like RM says, is we got this guy that we all can trust, and without him, I don't know if we'd even be here. And I really do agree with that, because as they wanted to start as this rapping thing, and then it turned into BTS really what it is, I don't think without Jungkook it'd even be similar to what it became. So it's
No, it
pretty
became something so much more than what I think their original idea was meant for it to be. Because when they got Jungkook to come in, he is, like they said, a low-key prodigy who works hard. He's a low-key prodigy who also works extremely hard.
Absolutely.
Right? And that's what's
great recipe.
So that's a great recipe for a superstar. It really is. And then when you have someone like that who's also willing to put in the extra work, like recording every single what was it? He records all the test tracks or whatever they were called.
The guide tracks.
The guide tracks. So that's going to give the band something to listen to, where they're able to like really understand what it is that's going to be coming out.
He knows everyone's role.
He knows everyone's roles correctly. He can sing in the different styles that everyone offers. We just saw that with him covering for Suga and RM
He's
and
a glue
V.
guy.
He's a glue guy.
Yeah.
And so with him putting in that extra work to make those guide tracks, to be coming up with different things, even when they're backstage, he's like, what if you went up? Or I did that completely wrong, but like the pull away or whatever it's called, the fade away. Do a fade away while you're singing instead of doing, just singing it out loud or letting it belt out. And they're thinking about that even backstage. They're still constantly always trying to improve. Like they're on a talk show and it's like, hey, can you harmonize with this for me right off the hip? Yeah, no problem.
Incredible ad-libber there,
Incredible ad-libs.
Yeah.
So it really just shows how much he's willing to do for every single member of the band, and how much extra effort he's willing to put in on everything he does, because he truly loves everything going on in his life and what he's been working for and everything that has to do with BTS. You can see that admiration and that love and that pride within him because of his hard work.
Really love this documentary style too. I love Ida S, what she does. It really made it all about Jungkook and what the title was about. And I know we have more from Ida S and Jungkook documentaries coming down the rabbit hole. So definitely stay tuned. If you had a good time, hit the like button so we know to do it very, very quickly. And also comment down below what your favorite part of what Jungkook does for BTS. Subscribe if you're not a Chronican yet. And if you want to go the extra mile and see this early or any other release from BTS early, we do have Patreon free trials where you can get early access there, block content, poll voting, and your own requests too. We are now exiting the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, Army, for being here with us and Chronicans. This was absolutely such a treat to really get to deep dive into Jungkook and learn how much he really is a key part of BTS, even more so than we had originally thought. So thank you so much for being here with us as we went through this deep dive. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.